awesome. And it's in your packet too. Actually, kind of, could you turn it around just so you can, and I'm sorry I'm bouncing around a little bit. We're actually going from top to bottom right now. That's why. Here we go. You guys already did the other one. So take your hands like this. Would be a bad manual therapist if I kept my watch on. This and scoot forward toward me. And now rest your forearms on my forearms and drop your head toward me. So you can palpate. Now, Olson says palpate the transverse processes, or just lateral to the spinous processes, right? So palpate the transverse process to say T2-3. Okay, I'm on T2, and you flex the head down till you feel motion happen in that segment. And then you can do some soft tissue work where you just bring your hands around on the skin or do some strumming of the transverse processes. And oftentimes that's really comfortable for people, especially that are tight there. Very few people, it's kind of like, no, I don't have any tension in my neck. Please don't massage it. You know, they like this kind of massage. It's really nice relaxation, but you can just sort of lumbrical grip with your fingers and strum that area on either side of the inner spinous space along the transverse processes. And then you can contact one transverse process. Let's say we want to improve rotation right at T2-3. I'll contact the transverse process of T2 with my right hand over her left transverse process. And I'll side bend her to the right and rotate her to the right and then lift. So I'm taking my fingers and I'm just pulling up, and it's creating flexion on the left side, but creating a side bending rotation sort of component on that side. Into flexion. And then you can also bring them into extension. So once you flex them down to the level into the thoracic area, you can basically create a pivot point and go into extension if I need to extend it. In this case, I'm contacting the upper transverse process and I'm pushing down caudally into the lower one and allowing for some extension. Flexion by keeping them in flexion and lifting and strumming, or extension is sort of backward bend over that area, and I take my fingers and push them like that. Okay with that?
Sorry, I thought you were.
Okay. All right, so nice little motion just to get that area loosened up. And you need to watch and be sure that their head isn't, go ahead and actually keep your arms a little tighter. So you're not extending their shoulders way up like this and causing a lot of hyperextension in their cervical spine. Okay, so let their head flex down so the cervical spine is out of the way. And your motion control is with your fingers. And with your body, if you will, as you move and swing them into different position. Okay. This is really good with radiculopathy too. Their arms are comfortable in this position oftentimes because they're unloading their lower cervical spine. And as long as you're not extending them through the cervical spine, they really like this. It's a really good way to target that motion. Also, you can encourage rotation by having them rotate down to the level. So if I want to improve right thoracic T1-2 rotation, so right rotation at T1-2, I could have them rotate their head, so turn your head to the right. The side of their head on their forearms, okay? And then I could go into right side bending by just moving my hands this way, okay? And right rotation. Okay, I can extend back from the right side too, and go into extension there. Very isolated right here. And I can even, if I want, push the spinous processes to the left at T1-2 with her in rotation and really get some good motion. It's a great way to control the movement there, very isolated, very relaxed, and it's really hard to do other types of manipulation here, so oftentimes you can really get that loosened up, and it's comfortable. So play around with those movements, get an idea of feeling the transverse processes,